If I take this side surface as my starting point, then I'd probably want a consistent width across this gap. But at the moment it gets wider and then narrower again. So I'll show you an approach to making that more parallel. And rather than work on the surfaces, I'm going to bring back the side curves. And I'll turn off the polygon model. So what I want is for those curves to have a parallel relationship with the side surface. So I'll start by creating an offset of the side. But because the surface is curving in 3D, I'll choose geometry average instead of active view. And I don't really know how far I need to offset it yet, so I'll just approximate it for now. So this is going to be a construction surface, so I'll want to untrim it so that it reaches my curves. But it's a bit short up here at the top, and on the sides as well. But if I try to use extend on that surface, I'll lose the construction history. And I don't want to do that because I don't yet know what offset distance I need. So instead I'll untrim the original surface and extend that, which will also extend the offset. And it won't really affect the outer surface because I'll trim that back again anyway. So I won't need that surface for now, so I'll just pick it and make it invisible. And what I'll do now is use the project tool, but instead of creating curves on surface, I'll choose curves. And I'll want to go in the Y direction, so that's already on Y. So I can pick the surface, say go, and then pick the 3 curves to project. And what I get is those curve shapes now on the parallel offset surface. And the reason I wanted to keep construction history is because I now want to match this offset to where I think I need the curves to be. So I can say query edit and try maybe 80. And I can turn the CVs off to make it easier to see. Maybe a bit less. Maybe I'll try 70. And that looks okay for now. Now if you wanted to keep all the history, you could keep the original curves and the offset surface. But I'm happy with that, so I'm going to delete those and just make my new ones the master curves. So I'll put those ones onto the side curves layer and then bring the side surface back. And you can see that I've now got a nice parallel gap there. So I've got 2 options now. One is to go back to my original roof surfaces and turn on the CVs and then just pick CVs and snap them to match the new curve positions. And I can do this because my curve has got the same parameterization as my surface. And I can carry on and do the whole of the side surfaces. Alternatively, I could delete the old surfaces and use the skin tool. And the best way to get a smooth surface is to copy these side curves across using the mirror tool. And then what we can do with skin is go firstly between 2 curves. But if I hold the Shift key down, I can keep adding curves and it blends smoothly between them. So you need to be careful with skin. If you just click the 3 curves without the Shift key, it thinks you're starting a new surface. So just remember to use Shift when you want to use the skin tool between more than 2 curves. So this is just one example where using a constructor or helper surface, in our case an offset, can be used to help you get more control over your design.